Okay, so hot take. Money isn't real. Not like birds aren't real, internet conspiracy theorists. More like, money is a group project. A giant global group project where we all agreed these little papers, coins, and numbers in your banking app mean something. And once you get that, a lot of finance suddenly makes sense. Inflation, stock bubbles, crypto, why your paycheck feels smaller, why rent feels like a prank. All of it ties back to one idea. Money works because we collectively believe it works. Imagine you walk into an arcade, you swap $20 for a cup of tokens. These tokens are basically useless anywhere else, but inside the arcade, they're everything. 1 token is a dance game, 2 tokens is a racing game. The token has value because the arcade promises that you can trade this for the stuff that you want, as long as you play within the rules. Money's like that, except the arcade is your entire society. Money is a tool humans invented to make trading easier. Because before money, trading was, well, chaos. Before money, people used barter, direct trade. Like, I'll give you 2 chickens for those shoes. But barter has a problem called the double coincidence of wants. Fancy phrase, I know. You need them to want what you have, and you to want what they have, all at the same time. If the shoe person wants fish, not chickens, you're stuck. So humans started using stuff that everybody accepts as a middle step. Historically, that stuff included salt, shells, beads, tea bricks, even huge stones. Yes, giant rocks. Real example, on the island of Yap, people used massive stone discs as money. They didn't even move them sometimes. Ownership changed because everybody agreed that ownership changed. Which is kind of the entire point. Money can be anything that people agree on. Money has 3 main jobs. Think of it like the starter pack for value. Job number 1, a medium of exchange. It's the thing you trade so you don't need to swap chickens for shoes. Job number 2, a store of value. It lets you save buying power for later. Because you can't exactly save, 40 fish. Job number 3, a unit of account. It's a measuring stick for prices. So instead of this laptop costs 900 bananas, it's this laptop costs $900. So money is basically a trade tool, a saving tool, and a price measuring tool. For a long time, societies used gold and silver because they felt real. They're scarce, hard to fake, and people across borders accepted them. But gold money had problems. Like, how do you buy a sandwich with a gold bar? And what happens when your economy grows faster than the gold supply? So many countries moved to paper money that represented gold. Like, this note is redeemable for a certain amount of gold. That's the gold standard. Quick history speedrun. During big crises, especially wars and depressions, countries kept hitting the same wall. They wanted to spend to survive, but gold limited how much money they could create. So over time, countries loosened the gold link. And in the US, the final break happened in 1971 when dollars stopped being convertible to gold for foreign governments. After that, we're mostly living in a fiat money world, meaning your dollars aren't backed by a pile of gold that you can go ahead and claim. They're backed by something else. Number 1, the government's ability to collect taxes. Number 2, the legal system. And number 3, the fact that millions of people accept the currency every single day. People hear fiat money and think it means fake money, but fiat just means money because we say so. That sounds really scary until you realize that most of society works this way. Like a diploma. A diploma is just paper, but because we accept the rule that it represents education, that paper can change your job options. Or a concert wristband. It's just plastic, but it will give you exclusive access. Money is like a wristband for the economy. It works because institutions enforce the rules, and millions of people keep using it every single day. Now here's the part that melts brains. Most money isn't cash, it's just numbers. When you get paid, your job doesn't hand you a suitcase of bills. A bank simply updates a database. Money today is largely accounting, a shared scoreboard. And this isn't new. For centuries, merchants used ledgers to track who owed what. The tech changed from paper books to bank servers, but the concept is the same. A record that everyone agrees counts. Now think about Venmo, Apple Pay, PayPal, and e-transfer. You're not teleporting physical cash. You're updating ledgers fast. So when someone says money is just numbers, they're not being edgy, they're being accurate. If money is a shared rule system, then inflation is what happens when the price tags change. Inflation means prices rise over time, usually meaning your money buys less. Arcade version? Yesterday, 1 token equals 1 game. Today, 1 token equals half a game. Same token, different rule. So why does inflation even happen? Here are the big buckets explained without pain. Bucket number 1, demand gets spicy, or if everybody suddenly wants the same thing. Concert tickets, limited sneakers, housing. If that's the case, prices go up. Bucket number 2, supply gets wrecked. If it's harder to make or ship stuff, there's less to go around. Prices go up. If rent, wages, energy, or materials rise in cost, businesses often raise prices. Bucket number 4, expectations. This one's kind of sneaky. If everyone expects prices to rise, people buy sooner. Businesses raise prices sooner, workers ask for higher wages. That can become a loop. And here's the sneaky idea. Money's value is relative. It's not a fixed thing. It's what it can get you. So inflation isn't money becoming fake, it's the buying power changing. Now, in extreme cases, the money story can break. That's when you get hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is basically prices rising so fast that holding cash feels like holding ice cream in the sun. You turn away for a second and it melts. Historically, you see this when governments can't collect enough taxes, confidence collapses, and people rush to trade currency for anything else. Food, fuel, foreign money. In those moments, money stops doing its jobs. It's not a good store of value, and its pricing becomes chaos. You don't need to memorize every historic example. Just remember the lesson. Money needs trust to stay useful. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, if money's a ledger, isn't crypto just another ledger? Well, yes, conceptually. Crypto is a ledger maintained by a network rather than a bank. So why do people argue about whether it's real money? Because money needs more than a ledger. It needs stability, wide acceptance, and rules that people can live with. The arcade version. Crypto is like tokens from a brand new arcade. If the arcade is packed and everybody accepts the tokens, they can work. If the arcade is empty, or the rules change constantly, then the tokens are chaos. So the best way to think about crypto in this video is not magic internet money, more like an alternative ledger system competing for trust. So here's the main takeaway. Money is a story we tell each other. It's not just vibes, it's a story with enforcement. Governments can require taxes to be paid for their currency, employers pay wages in it, stores price goods in it, courts treat it as legal tender. That creates a powerful loop, because everybody uses it, everybody keeps using it. And that's why confidence matters. When trust breaks, people try to escape the currency. When trust holds, the system runs. Money evolves because society evolves, from shells to gold to paper to bank apps. Same concept, new skins. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Number 1, money isn't a thing, it's an agreement. Number 2, it exists to make trade and pricing easier. Number 3, it used to be tied to gold, now it's mostly trust plus rules. Number 4, most money is numbers on a shared ledger. Number 5, inflation is the arcade changing the token rules over time. If you understand that, finance stops feeling like wizard math. It becomes human behavior, rules, and incentives. Next video, we're talking about how the war in Iran is impacting the price of oil, and how that might be impacting your life in ways you hadn't even considered. If this helped, hit like. It tells the algorithm that you want more finance in plain English. Subscribe for weekly explainers that don't talk down to you. And drop a comment as well. What's the most confusing money thing you've ever heard? I'll turn the best ones into future videos.